next one.
Should I say it or do you want to say it?
You can say it.
Okay. It's Fringe.
Wait. Oh, you didn't flip it yet.
I haven't flipped it yet.
Ah, not too different.
This is kind of surprising to me a little bit.
Why? That I gave it higher? I gave it an A-.
Well, yes, and I gave it a B+, and as I've made absolutely no secret for, I love me some Fringe.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little bit surprised that I graded lower than you.
Well, but I think you are more critical on the show because you've been following it so very closely, personally and professionally, since it's been on, whereas I caught up more recently.
Yeah.
So, there are definitely, the reason I gave it an A-, and, there are definitely things about this season that I wish they had done a little differently. I do feel like they're explaining more than I would like. But I also kind of understand why they're doing it, so people can jump in now.
Right.
And it is a reset for the show in a lot of ways. So I'm a little. I guess I cut them a little bit of slack for that. But I think genuinely for me, I'm just so caught up in the wow of it still because I'm newly caught up, and because let's face it, I'm confused by that science every week. It's just not. I'm not a science person, and I am very much in admiration of what they do.
Yeah.
And I just think that there's been some really stellar acting this year, especially John Noble. Just above and beyond. So, A- for me.
Yeah. See, and
it's the holidays. I'm being nice.
and she can attest, I was kind of agonizing over what to give.
Yes.
I basically kind of held up our vodcast filming.
Which is so weird because I'm the one that usually writes the really, I hate this type review.
Right.
So,
and it's I don't hate the season of Fringe at all.
Right.
If I hated it, it would not
I
have been
was
a
going
B+.
to say B+ is a good solid grade.
I was actually debating whether I would give it an A- or B+, and part of the reason why I kind of erred on the side of caution on the lower end was, part of it was because season 3 was, I think, one of the best television seasons I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. That was just so astonishing week in and week out. There was probably one episode in the entire bunch that I did not love.
Right.
I liked it good enough, and I was kind of relieved to not go oh my god, this is amazing. Mm-hmm. And I really appreciate what they're doing in season 4. I feel like what they've done with Peter had to have happened. Mm-hmm. It needed to play out the way it did. And to be fair, despite the fact that this probably was a more natural season, winter finale ending for them, instead of having to split up the 2-parter and have it separate over, a month and a half, this also wasn't where they intended to leave the season off. Because of baseball and Fox and the scheduling.
True.
Things changed a bit. And weirdly enough, had actually not aired that last episode, I probably would have given it a higher grade. Because as much as I liked it, I also felt that it took away all the progress we had made in the previous one, where it felt like there had been a return, things were starting to feel more normal. Obviously not normal, because things are not normal. But it had felt more of a sense of, this is my show, this is whatever. Whereas the last episode of the season of 2011...
No, I agree. I don't think that was its strongest end point, but I also don't think it would have been its strongest return point either.
Oh, no, not at all.
So, for me, I guess it's kind of a wash for me.
Right.
But,
just for me, when I was watching that show, that episode, I felt like, oh my god, for the first time this entire season, when I've heard all of these complaints from the fans and my friends and just whatever, about, the pacing or whatever, my thought was, for the first time, was, oh my god, this is not my show. Mm-hmm. These are not my people. I need something that's not being given at this moment. It was just a very jarring and alarming feeling to have. So I kind of erred on the lesser side, but there's been some fantastic episodes this season.